Derek, good afternoon.
Mark, how are
uh, many thanks for agreeing to meet us for the short interview. And I'll just go through the three questions and perhaps you give us your answers. Firstly, BNP Paribas are a very large multinational organisation with offices in capital cities the world over. How relevant and indeed important is Dublin as a financial hub when compared to other similar sized capital cities?
Yeah, well, I mean, Dublin is very important as a financial hub for a variety of reasons. First of all, English speaking, common law, even more so important, I would say, in the post-Brexit context. It's one of the primary hubs for insurance across the globe. It's also a very, very large centre for fund administration. So I suppose when we think of finance, sometimes we think of traditional banking activities, but there are many aspects to finance. So I think in the context of a sort of holistic financial services centre, Dublin is punches well above its weight, actually. It's also got a very, very highly skilled, well-educated labour force as well, which helps. So I would say very important.
Okay, well, that's very good to know. Second question, Derek, is BNP Paribas have been active in Ireland now since 1973, 45 years, and have been a very supportive member and patron of the France-Ireland Chamber of Commerce for many of these years. What do you think BNP Paribas have brought to the Chamber? And equally important, what do you think BNP Paribas have gained through their membership of the Chamber?
Yeah, well, I would hope that we've brought a level of connectivity, sponsorship and engagement to the Chamber. Having been in Ireland for 45 years, as you say, Mark, I would hope that we've also brought the benefit of our experience for new members of the Chamber and for French companies that are coming into Ireland. What have we gotten from the Chamber? It's difficult to encapsulate in a short amount of time. But I think for me, and I've been actively involved in the Chamber now for 3 years at council level, I think it's incredible how much the Chamber has grown, how much engagement we get with our peer groups who are members of the Chamber, and also our clients who are members of the Chamber. And I think that, again, as we look to the future of sort of Franco-Irish business relations, they're going to become ever more important. Again, as we look to a future without Britain in the EU.
Yes, sir.
So for us, really, the Chamber is the primary vehicle for ensuring that the ever-growing relationship between France and Ireland, from both a trade and a political perspective, is well represented. So we get a lot from the Chamber, and I think it's incredible how much it's grown over the last 3 years, and I can only see it getting bigger, actually.
That's good to know. It's very encouraging. Derek, finally, the future. You mentioned Brexit already. So we do face uncertain and perhaps turbulent times with the onset of Brexit. It is essential that the remainder of our European partners work more closely than ever to secure our futures and to grow the EU. In this context, what changes or new approaches will BNP Paribas introduce once Brexit finally happens? And how will this affect Irish business in a general sense, but more specifically from a commercial banking and high finance perspective?
I don't know what Brexit is going to be yet, really. I don't think anybody does. No. It ebbs and flows on a weekly basis. We in BNP Paribas are fortunate to the extent that we have a European headquarters anyway. So we're, even though we're an international bank, we're headquartered in France. We have branches in every single European country. So the immediate effect of a hard Brexit will not be felt as keenly by us as it might be by some of our peer group. Notwithstanding that, it has huge implications. London has been traditionally the centre of finance in Europe. So the fragmentation of finance, Dublin will benefit a little bit, Amsterdam will benefit, Luxembourg will benefit, Frankfurt and Paris will benefit, but nonetheless finance will become a little bit more fragmented, and that's going to present a huge challenge. For us in Ireland, there are multiple challenges really. Outside of the realm of finance, it's going to have a direct impact on the Irish economy. Within BNP Paribas, we don't have a retail presence here in Ireland, and we don't really have an SME presence. So we may not keenly feel the sort of the negative blowback from a hard Brexit within our immediate business here in Ireland. Nonetheless, it's going to have negative implications. There's no two ways about it, and we will have to figure out how the huge business that BNP Paribas has within its UK operations, how that may be affected. but in essence, I think we're okay because we have this European and international presence. Finance in Dublin will probably benefit. I mean, we're seeing it already. Okay. There are entities moving to Ireland, but I think for Europe as a whole, it's not a good news story because finance is a global business, and if we have a fragmented financial ecosystem across Europe when you're competing with the likes of Singapore or New York, it's not good news.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for your time again.
Pleasure.
As the French say, merci beaucoup. Agus a scéil go míle magat.
Thank you very much,
Mark.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Good to see you.